Hello and welcome back to the next tutorial. If you are enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out our tutorial playlist for more videos just like this. Alright, let's jump right in. My name is Scott, and today's video will be everything around the new judicial and court system. Have you ever been pulled over, issued a citation, but you really don't agree with it? Well, now as a civilian, you can contest any citation you receive. Then, you will be assigned a court date. You can appear in front of a judge and explain it to them. This allows for some more in-depth role play for your communities and gives more things judges can do in your community. Okay, on any of the civilian dashboards, you can start contesting charges by clicking on any of your civilians. I'm going to click on Marty here. Once inside the civilian view, we will click on Records, and from here you can click on Citations, Warnings, and Arrest Reports. You can contest any of these that you like, but we will take a look at citations first. You can see a list of all the citations this civilian has been issued and the court status of each. Let's scroll to the bottom. You will see new checkboxes next to each item you can select to contest. So I'll select both of these. Then select the Contest Selected button. Then we can enter a statement or reason for contesting this. I'll just enter some text that the judge will see when reviewing the case. Try to be as specific as possible, so the judge has the context around what happened. You can explain more in court as well. Now let's hit Submit, and great, it has been submitted. It will now show the status of that citation. This will update throughout the court proceedings, and it can either be upheld by the judge or dismissed. Okay, so you might have noticed a new item on the sidebar called Court Cases. This is where you can view all of your submitted and active court cases, as well as all of the other court cases in your community. At the top, it will show any current in-session court cases. The judge can have many courts going on, and if you happen to be online when one is live, you can always click Join and watch that court going on. But let's take a look at your cases. This view will show any cases that you are currently a part of. You can see the items in the queue. This means they don't have a court date just yet. Once they have a court date, they will show up in the Scheduled tab. This looks like the one we just submitted to the court. You can see it shows both the citations I selected and shows Not Yet Scheduled, so the judge hasn't selected a court date just yet. These will show a different status based on where it currently is in the judicial process. For this one, it shows as In Review, which means the judge has started reviewing it but not yet set a court date. You can track the full history of each case in the History section at the bottom. Okay, let's now jump over to the judge view so we can see how that process works while we're waiting for our court date to be set. On the judicial dashboard, the judge can click on Court Cases, and we now have a new view where they can view all of the court cases across the community. You can click on View to view more details around that case. Looks like this was the one we just submitted as a civilian. So as the judge, I'll click Assign To. I saw that I'm the one reviewing this court case. Now it gets moved to the In Review state and reflects across the community with that new status. Now if I click View, we can now schedule a court date for this item. So I'll click Schedule and then enter a court date. We will set this to be at 8 a.m. today. And then click Schedule. Okay, so now it no longer shows up in the Queue tab and will show up in the Scheduled tab. So we can see the case is scheduled for today at 8 a.m. Of course, if we need to, we can always reschedule or unschedule if needed. And we can click View to see all the details around that court case. All looks good to me. So now that we have this one scheduled, we need to create a court session. Let's give this a name, like Morning Docket Traffic Violations. Set the scheduled start time. We will set that to be at 8 a.m. Optional end time. We will leave that empty. And then you can select any of the scheduled cases you want for that court session. We will just select Marty's case for this example. And then click Create Session. So now if we go to the Sessions tab, you can see we have the one currently going on and the new one we just created. That will be next. From here, you can click Open to jump into that courtroom and wait for proceedings to start. This is the brand new courtroom view. From here, you can see a list of participants and attendees, view the cases for this session, and even have a live chat where you can add additional context or include links to things like Discord voice channels. So whenever the judge is ready, they can click Start Session in the top right. This will make the session live for the entire community. Now, the judge can start to work through their session docket. So the judge will click on Activate to start reviewing the first item. It will now show up as In Progress and be the active case on everyone's dashboards. From here, the judge can hear the defendant's case and then make a decision, either to uphold the charge or to dismiss. This is where you can add some layers to your roleplay. For example, if you want a lawyer to represent you, you can have them talk for you to the judge. But once the judge has made their decision, they click Submit Selections, and since there was only one item that completes our docket for today, and then they can click End Session to end the court proceedings. We hope you enjoy this brand new way to roleplay in your communities. We cannot wait to see how your community ends up using this. We hope this adds more roleplay opportunities for civilians to fight citations, as well as expand the new judicial department and give them more things to do. As always, if you have any suggestions or any great ideas, be sure to let us know in the comments below, or head over to our Discord and join our growing community of fellow roleplay communities. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the brand new court cases, and we will see you in the next tutorial video.